All right, so we've got our model ready to go and move into the template. One final sort of comment about this named views. If you have other named views that you want to bring with you, that's fine. I would just recommend cleaning them up, naming them something that makes sense, and then making sure that you want to bring them in, because we're going to import these into our new file. You can bring this into the template file two ways. You can import it if you've cleaned up everything and you don't have anything, extra in there. You can just import it, or you can copy and paste it. So if I come into the template file, so I'm going to open that guy up, you could go in and you could go to File and Import and go get the render model and open that. Right? And it'll pop that guy right into 000. You can see it bring it in. Or if you have them both open, as I do, you could simply come in and copy and paste it. So I'm just going to pick it, Control C, and come in to my template file and Control V, right? And paste it in place. So either one of those works just fine. The next thing we want to do is actually bring in our views that we have in that other file. And you can do that by going to your named view tab over here. And there is import 3DM from 3DM file. And you can click on this little folder. And if you go to that render model and click open, it will import all of those named views so you have the same views and you're being consistent. So if I come down here and highlight front and double click on that, it brings me right into my view. So let's take a look at the template now that we've got the piece in here. I'm just going to go ahead and go to File, Save As, and I'm saving mine as working, right? I would leave the original template. You can always download it again, but rename it to whatever it is that you would like it to be. So I'll come in here and rename it to 2.2 lighting, right? Back up and hit enter. Okay. The template is pretty straightforward. So if I go to my perspective view and we take a look at it, it has at 0, right here, 0, we imported this guy. It has two ground planes, which are locked right now. So if you go to the layers, you can see there's a base plane under geometry and a backdrop, right? It brought in the part and profile from the original file. You could go ahead and consolidate it if you wanted to and kind of move it up to geometry, right? Which would make a little bit more sense. But anyway, you can organize these however you like. I'm just going to use a geometry and a lights layer. So I'm putting my part and my profile up there. There's also a backdrop that we're going to use for one of our renderings. So it's a vertical. You can use it, hide it, but I'm going to show you how we're going to use that. There are also some light setups that are specific to this model that we're going to take a look at. So here's a lighting setup here, and then here is another lighting setup over here. And what I would do is copy this guy over to here so I could have two separate lighting setups, and we can talk about, specifically how you can do that. So if I come in here and select this guy, I can just copy it right from here to there. And now I have two models, and I can light them differently and have different views of them. So we'll talk about that as well. So go ahead and get it in here, get it saved, and then we'll take a look at the lighting and how it works.